Welcome back. We're diving into a topic that I know a lot of you are dealing with. Businesses using technology.
Yeah.
We've got a ton of information from you guys.
It's a lot.
Yeah, about all the different ways that companies are using tech. And honestly, it's a lot to sort through.
It is.
So
Yeah.
we're going to break down what we think really matters and hopefully uncover some insights that maybe you haven't thought about yet.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, trying to build a house without a blueprint. You might end up with a roof where the basement should be. We're going to help you kind of create that blueprint for your tech strategy and really understand why it's so important to have that kind of foundation in today's business world.
Yeah, so no more tech chaos. And speaking of things going wrong, one of the first things that jumped out at me from the research was this statistic from McKinsey that 70% of digital transformations fail without a holistic strategy.
Wow.
I mean, is that as alarming as it sounds?
Yeah, it's definitely a wake-up call.
Okay.
A lot of companies we see, they invest in all the latest and greatest tech. But they don't stop to think about how it all fits together, with their overall goals and the way their business operates. It's like they're buying a Ferrari when what they really need is a pickup truck.
So holistic isn't just a buzzword.
It says no.
It's about making sure your tech is working for you, not against you.
Yeah.
So when we get this right, what are some of the things that we can expect?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is efficiency.
Okay.
We were looking at Zipline Logistics.
Yeah.
And they managed to cut down their manual data entry by something like 80% just by using a new software.
That's huge.
It's massive.
So that frees up so much time and resources for other things.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about saving time, though, is it? I mean, there's got to be like financial impact as well.
Yeah, and that's something that Bain & Company has actually looked at, and their research shows that companies that use big data analytics can actually increase their profits by up to 10%.
Wow.
Which is, pretty significant.
Yeah, that's real money.
Yeah.
And so it's not just about like crunching numbers, but like gaining those insights that lead to smarter decisions,
yes,
right?
Absolutely. And, marketing, understanding your customers, that kind of thing.
So we've got like efficiency, better decisions. Does a good tech strategy also impact a company's image?
It does, and a company that comes to mind when I think about that is Everlane. Because they've built their entire brand around transparency, and they actually use technology to give customers a clear view of their supply chain, which, consumers nowadays increasingly care about ethical practices and that kind of thing.
Transparency is huge.
Absolutely.
And they're using technology to do it, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
So it seems like there's so many potential benefits to getting this right. What happens if we don't? Does it really make a difference?
It really does. And sometimes it can be disastrous.
Okay.
One example that stood out to me was this law firm that was working with really outdated systems, and they were losing clients because the response times were so slow, they weren't communicating well.
And that's a problem.
And in today's market, that kind of inefficiency can really put you out of business.
Yeah. It's painful. It's a painful reminder.
It is.
That falling behind on tech can really cost you.
It can.
Big time. Is there a way to quantify how much businesses are losing?
Well, FlexerEd did some research on this, and they estimate that small and medium businesses can waste up to 30% of their IT budget on tech that they don't actually need.
It's like buying a whole toolbox.
Yeah.
When you just need a screwdriver.
Exactly.
Okay, so wasted money. What other risks should we be aware of?
Security is a big one. One of the articles we looked at mentioned this healthcare clinic that was hit with $1 million fine.
Oh, wow.
After a data breach. And this really shows how important it is to have a coordinated approach to IT security, not just like piecemeal solutions here and there.
Yeah.
You need to have a strategy in place.
That's a scary thought. It seems like the stakes are pretty high.
They are.
So what about the companies that are just stuck in the past?
Yeah.
Like clinging to outdated technology.
Yeah.
What lessons can we learn from them?
There was this bookstore chain that completely ignored the rise of e-commerce.
Oh, no.
And their revenue just plummeted 40%.
Wow.
And it's a reminder that, adapting and embracing new technologies is not optional anymore.
Adapt or die.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's harsh.
Yeah.
But we got to be aware of it.
Yeah.
So how do we avoid becoming a cautionary tale?
Well,
what are the key ingredients of like a strong, holistic tech strategy?
Well, let's start with something that may not sound very glamorous, but it's crucial, and that's IT budgeting.
Okay.
A lot of businesses don't. Welcome back. Last time we talked about how important it is to really think about your business goals when you're setting up your technology and how a holistic approach can lead to some really incredible results.
It was eye-opening to see how much money and just like wasted effort can happen
Yeah,
when businesses kind of neglect that part of it.
absolutely.
So I'm excited to dive into the kind of more cutting-edge stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what are some of the technologies that are really changing the game right now?
Well, one everyone's talking about is artificial intelligence,
AI.
or AI for short.
Yeah.
And it's not just hype anymore, it's becoming a real part of how businesses operate.
So AI, it seems like something out of a movie, you know?
I know.
Is it really accessible to smaller businesses?
Yeah.
Or is this just something that the big players get to use?
Well, it's becoming more and more accessible all the time. And one area where it's already making a big difference is automation.
Okay.
You know, all those repetitive tasks that your team has to do, like data entry,
Yes.
scheduling, even some basic customer service inquiries.
Right.
AI can handle a lot of that now,
Okay.
which frees up your human employees to focus on
Right.
more strategic creative work.
So it's like having a team of tireless virtual assistants
Exactly.
working in the background.
It's 24/7.
Are there any other ways AI can benefit a business beyond just automation?
Oh, absolutely. It's really powerful when it comes to data analysis.
Okay.
You know, there's this thing called predictive analytics, where AI can actually sift through huge amounts of data to identify patterns and trends that humans might miss,
Okay.
which can help you anticipate market changes or optimize pricing, personalize the customer experience, even forecast demand.
That sounds pretty amazing. Can you break that down a little bit? Like, what does that actually involve? Predictive analytics.
Sure. So think about it like this. You've got all this information about your customers, like their purchase history, their browsing behavior, their demographics.
Right.
AI can take all that data and build models
Okay.
that can predict their future behavior,
Wow.
like what they might buy next or when they might be ready for an upgrade.
It's like having a crystal ball.
It kind of is.
That shows you what your customers are going to want before they even know it.
Exactly. And, you know, the applications go way beyond just retail. We're
Right.
seeing it in healthcare, finance, manufacturing. I mean, the possibilities are really quite amazing.
It is incredible to think about the potential impact
Yeah.
on all these different industries. But it makes me wonder about like the jobs.
Sure.
You know, are we all going to be replaced by robots?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
While AI will definitely automate certain tasks,
Mm-hmm.
it's also creating new opportunities
Okay.
and new roles that we can't even imagine yet. So the key is to be adaptable, embrace lifelong learning, focus on developing skills that complement AI rather than trying to compete with it.
So it's both a challenge and an opportunity.
It really is.
Okay, so AI is definitely a game changer.
Yeah.
What other technologies are on the horizon?
Well, let's talk about the Internet of Things.
Okay.
Or IoT for short. It's basically connecting everyday objects to the internet.
Right.
So they can collect and exchange data.
Like smart refrigerators and
Yeah,
stuff?
exactly. Smart thermostats, fitness trackers, even refrigerators that can order groceries for you.
It's like that world where everything is talking to each other
It is.
all the time. It's a little sci-fi, but also pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
So how does that translate to business?
Right.
Are we talking about more than just, you know, a smart coffee maker in the break room?
Yeah, we're way beyond that.
Mm.
IoT is transforming industries like manufacturing, transportation,
Okay.
healthcare. Imagine sensors and factory equipment that can track performance, predict maintenance needs, and even like adjust production in real time
Wow.
to be more efficient.
So it's about collecting all that data
Yeah,
from all these devices
Yeah.
and then using it to make smarter decisions
exactly.
to improve efficiency and even prevent problems before they happen.
That's the goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
What makes IoT data different than the data that businesses have been collecting for years?
It's the scale and the speed. With IoT, you're talking about billions of devices constantly generating information.
Okay.
So you get a level of detail and immediacy that we just didn't have before.
So it's like having a finger on the pulse of your whole operation all the time.
It kind of is.
What are some ways businesses are using this to their advantage?
Well, think about a trucking company that can track its fleet in real time
Yep.
to optimize routes,
Mm.
monitor fuel consumption, and even predict maintenance issues before they cause a breakdown.
Smart.
Or a retailer using smart shelves to track inventory,
Yeah,
automatically reorder products, minimize waste.
that's cool. So we've talked about AI, we talked about IoT. What other crazy technologies are out there?
Well, there's blockchain, which is often associated with cryptocurrency like Bitcoin,
Right.
but it can do so much more than just finance.
Okay. I got to be honest, blockchain has always sounded a little like
I know.
over my head, a little complicated. Can you break it down a bit?
Sure. So basically, it's a digital ledger
Okay.
that records transactions in a secure and transparent way.
Okay.
Imagine like a spreadsheet that's duplicated across tons of computers.
Mm-hmm.
And every time there's a transaction, it's added to the ledger and verified by everyone on the network.
Okay.
So it's really hard to tamper with
Oh.
or forge the data.
So it's like a super secure accounting system.
Yeah.
But instead of one person controlling it,
Yeah.
it's distributed.
Exactly. And one of the most promising areas for blockchain is supply chain management.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to track a product's journey from the raw materials all the way to the finished good, with every step recorded on this blockchain. So you've got total transparency and accountability.
So no more like shady dealings or
Yeah.
things getting lost in the process.
Yeah, it's all out in the open.
Verifiable, tamper-proof.
Exactly.
What other industries are using blockchain?
Well, we're seeing it in healthcare to store medical records securely and share them. Governments using it for voting systems and ID management.
Wow.
Even the art world is using it to verify the authenticity of artwork.
So it's still early days, but it has the potential to really impact
Huge.
lots of different industries.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot: AI, IoT, blockchain,
Why? Yeah.
all super powerful technologies.
Yeah.
It's kind of overwhelming to think about how to keep up with all of this,
It is. It's a lot to take in.
especially as a smaller business.
Yeah. And that's what we'll talk about in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay.
How to actually create a strategy that's tailored for your needs,
Okay.
that helps you navigate this rapidly evolving world.
I'm looking forward to getting some practical advice on how to make sense of all of this
Yeah.
and turn it into real results for businesses like yours and mine.
Absolutely.
See you next time. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We've spent the last 2 episodes talking about all the amazing things technology can do for businesses,
Yeah, the potential is huge.
but also how important it is to be strategic about it.
Absolutely. You can't just jump in without a plan.
Exactly. We've seen how technologies like AI and IoT and blockchain are already making a big impact,
Yeah, they're changing the game.
and how ignoring them can be, well, kind of disastrous.
To say the least.
So where do we even begin? Like, how do we take all this exciting stuff and turn it into something we can actually use in our own businesses?
That's the million-dollar question, right? And it starts with taking a step back and really understanding your own business.
Okay.
Before we get caught up in the latest trends, we need to know ourselves. Like, what are our core values? What are we good at? What are we not so good at? Where are the pain points in our current operations?
It's like go to the doctor.
Exactly.
Before they give you any medicine, they got to figure out what's wrong.
Exactly. Once you have a clear picture of what you need, then you can start thinking about which technologies can help you get there.
So no more buying the latest gadgets just because they look cool.
Right. It's about finding the right tool for the job.
Okay, so we've done our self-assessment, we've figured out our goals, and we're making sure our tech choices are actually helping us achieve those goals.
Right. It's about alignment.
So what's next? How do we actually start building this tech-powered dream team?
Well, now it's time to take a close look at what you're already working with, your existing tech infrastructure.
Okay.
Do a thorough audit, see if there are any gaps or things that are redundant or systems you're not really using to their full potential.
It's like taking inventory of your toolbox,
Exactly.
making sure we have the right tools and that they're all in good working order.
Right. Are you using the right software for your accounting? Is your CRM system actually helping you manage your customer relationships? Are your systems talking to each other, or are they all operating in silos?
It's amazing how many businesses still struggle with that, having all these separate systems that don't talk to each other.
It's a recipe for inefficiency.
It's like trying to build a puzzle with missing pieces.
Exactly. Once you've done your audit, then you can start making a plan for the future. A roadmap that outlines your tech goals, the technologies you want to implement, and the resources you'll need.
So this roadmap is our blueprint.
Exactly.
It's going to guide us as we navigate this ever-changing tech world.
It will, but it's important to remember that technology changes fast.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to be flexible and ready to adapt.
So it's not like a one-time decision. It's an ongoing conversation.
Exactly.
We need to stay informed about new developments, see how they might affect our business, and be ready to make changes if something isn't working or if there's a better way to do things.
Right. And don't forget about your people. Your team is your most valuable asset. invest in training, help them get comfortable with new technologies, and create a culture where people are excited to try new things.
It's about making sure technology is seen as a tool that empowers people, not something that's going to replace them.
Exactly. And finally, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
There are so many experts out there who can guide you and support you.
It's like having a Sherpa to help you navigate the mountains.
It is. So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of technology and business,
Yeah.
what are the key takeaways for our listeners?
What's the one thing you would tell someone who wants to make technology work for their business?
Don't let all the choices overwhelm you. Start by figuring out what you need, then choose the technologies that make sense for you. Technology should help your business, not complicate it.
It's been a really amazing journey exploring all the cool things technology can do for businesses.
Yeah, it has.
And I hope our listeners feel empowered to embrace the possibilities.
Me too. Stay curious, stay flexible, and never stop learning. The future is full of potential.
Absolutely, and technology can help us get there.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.